Welcome, Simon Ward, to Poppies TV on this side of the cameras rather than behind the mic.
Yes, thanks, Paul. It's lovely to be here on this side of the camera. Yeah, because I've done some audio commentary, but I've never been in front of the Poppies TV cameras before. So, thrilling moment for me to be here in the hub at Latimer Park.
So, looking at it from East Sussex, obviously where you're based, how are things looking from down there from afar? I mean, we see websites and everything else, but you watch this and you commentate on this, so it must be quite interesting from all points of view.
Yeah, I think the view from afar is, certainly from my perspective, I've never been concerned we weren't going to do it, and I think Tom Bailey said that in an interview the other day, that he's never worried about the team not succeeding in winning the title. And I think with that bit of distance, obviously you're not so close to the town and other fans, and you're not coming to the games all the time. So it does feel, from afar, it's been quite relaxed. It's been quite a kind of relentless march to the title, and hopefully, we'll seal it today or Monday. But I've never been worried that we weren't going to do it this season. Once we got off to that flying start, even that early defeat,
it's like
we've always bounced back, and that's that. You've seen that throughout the season. So from my perspective, I've never been worried. It's just been a question of when, not if.
How have you found the presentation of this from afar? Because we don't often get too many comments, positive comments, let's say, about what we do, and we're never really quite sure how it goes. We've heard from people in Spain, in New Zealand, or in South Africa, or wherever, but not too many from people in our own country. How is it perceived? How you see it?
Well, I think it's a fantastic service. I mean, I'm not the furthest exile by any stretch of the imagination. As you say, there are people in New Zealand. We know.
Ken, if you're listening,
yes, yeah, probably some ungodly hour of the morning, Sunday morning as well. It's a fantastic service. I mean, for a club of our size, even to do this, even especially given the league we're in, obviously, it's fantastic to be able to see the match day experience, and you guys do a fantastic job with the pre-match show and the half-time analysis and the post-match stuff. Being in exile, you want as much as you can get from the club, really. I'd like more. I sort of eagerly devour anything to do with the club, whether that's the official website or the ET website, or the highlights on YouTube, which are great. And I think obviously a lot of the hardcore fans who come every game now really appreciate the chance to be able to see the goals. Yeah,
it's something we want to develop next season as the highlights package. There's going to be a new official website next season, which we've been privy to see the trial period that Craig's been doing. So it's going to be quite special, and Poppies TV will be on that, and the highlights package also. So that should be pretty good with all interviews, etc. So there is a lot more to come, and next season I think you'll see even this develop even further. So that should be good. But so how long is it since you've moved away from Kettering then to become this exile town that you put into the programme?
I moved away in '98, so good long while ago. I lived in London, and certainly in the Ryman days that was great, because it meant I could go to a lot of.
It was only great because it's good for you. The Ryman League was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Terrible standard of football.
Yeah, I suppose that was my luck, really. Yeah, I got the easy tube rides to games, but some pretty dreadful football, and obviously. I guess that was a period of uncertainty for the club, wasn't it? It felt like we'd fallen a bit through the trapdoor.
Only the last sort of 9 or 10 games under Kevin Wilson that the Poppies actually got into 9th position in the league, that granted them entry into the newly formed Nationwide Conference North. Otherwise, they'd have been in no man's land at that time. So, but it was a poor standard of football, and we did well to get out of that division. Yeah, I
mean, it'll be interesting to see where we end up next season. I mean, I guess it's looking like the Southern League Premier. From my perspective, the Ryman League would be fantastic, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sure you guys, the regular fans, don't want to schlep around the M25 every other Saturday. I'm sure you've had enough of doing that this season. The Northern Premier obviously would be interesting. A lot of teams a lot further north. I have parents-in-law in Cheshire, so that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for me. I could take the kids up and see a lot. They can see a lot more of their grandparents. So we'll see. Yeah, but I mean, the Southern League Premier. I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves slightly, but let's say, as I say, when not if. But yeah, trips to like Weymouth and Truro. Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to some long weekends.
You might not. I'm not.
Yeah, but it should be an interesting league, whichever one we end up in. The Southern League, I think, would be would be really interesting in terms of the number of away fans that come here, and obviously, you know, the amount of home fans. There are a lot better supported clubs in that league. So,
well, you never know. Next season, Brackley might be in.
Yeah, they're looking pretty shaky, aren't they?
If Corby don't go up, and there could be some interesting local derbies. St Neots are doing well this season, so they could be another team that just outside the playoffs, maybe there. So there are some interesting games with some probably better supported teams, as you say. Yeah. So that should be quite good. Okay, Simon, that's good. I hope you enjoy your afternoon here. It's your last game at Latimer Park this season, anyway, isn't it? So,
sadly.
Go in there and